This is what we think of some stock GM parts in the garbage. It's where they belong. Today, we're gonna put Denali headrests in my Duramax. No, we're not. They're Denali's, and they're cocoa, not black. That's not gonna work. But maybe one day we will. So, hi guys. A lot of you guys are new, or if you don't happen to remember, this is my Duramax. It's a standard, by the way. And we're just gonna do a quick explanation of where we're at, what we plan to do. Maybe you guys have some ideas that we could do. And if you know a company, or you own a company, you work for a company that sells stools, we would be delighted to have some stools because we use them, so give us an email. Alright, so we'll start here at this corner. So first we got these 2015 style tow mirrors, and these what would be marker bulbs or lenses are actually signals on here. And it's power and heated, and it's the tow mirror, of course. So down, keep going down here, we've got our fast lift pump. We put that on in a video way in the beginning. And I recommend, if you're doing any performance modifications to a Duramax specifically, get yourself a fast or an air dog. And the reason I say that is because Duramax, up until very recently, they have no lift pump in the tank. So it actually draws it right from the CP3. And it can wear the CP3 out, and then if your CP3 grenades, it can take your injectors out. So it's risky if you're doing any performance mods. So as we keep going, we can see we've got these ladder bars. I got them from Marco de Boer. He started doing this and custom bumpers, and he does a pretty good job. I'm pretty happy with him. So we keep going here. We've got these Ultra Motorsports Extreme wheels and Nitro 420s. They're negative 44 offset, and they are 12 inches wide. The tires are 305 50R20, and they're actually stretched a little bit, but when I nudged a curb the other day, the tire took it, and actually nothing to the rim, surprisingly. As we keep going, we've got these aftermarket tail lights. I bought this kit of lights on this truck because of this tail light. I specifically liked this one over the rest, just because it's all black inside and just one chrome line. Over here we've got these backup pod lights. They're flush mounts in the roll pan. I almost forgot about the roll pan. The roll pan got put into this box, and it's all one paint job all the way around, so it's kind of nice, and it's welded all the way down. So if you get any flex with your box, it doesn't break the weld. If you're not going to weld all the way down, just go with the couple of bolts they give you, and it should be fine. These pod lights have little amber signals in them. We never actually hooked them up yet because the ground wire circuit is the toggle for these lights, so it's just kind of a dicey situation that I haven't redone all the wiring for that yet. Not too much to see in this corner of the truck. We got the stack here. This is an 8-inch stack. We have a 4-inch exhaust from the downpipe back and a 3-inch MBRP downpipe. This stack is 8-inch, reduces down to a 5-inch underneath, and then I bought another reducer to go down to the 4-inch with a big chrome elbow, which you can actually kind of see from right here. Right down there, nice and shiny still. Inside, we've got leather interior. I can open this door and show you. We've actually got in this truck a DVD player that I don't know how to use, but it's there. Factory DVD player, kind of cool. Don't know how to use it. Excuse me. The seats and everything are power and heated, and it works, which is really nice. We've got a standard transmission that we put in this truck, a ZF6 with a dual disc South Bend, and it can be a little bit jumpy sometimes, especially going into third gear, because I skip first gear, go second to third, and it gets a little jumpy once in a while. A lot of times passengers can't even feel it, but I as a driver know it's just a little bit. We've got the Autometer 3-gauge pillar for the A pillar, and we've got our boost, our pyro, and our fuel pressure up there, and they all work. Unlike the Shorty, they never worked. These ones actually work. They're all plumbed in and everything's hooked up properly. So keep going around here. You can't forget the rock lights. We've got the red lights on now. They're actually RGB from Oxbeam. We've got them all mounted underneath the fender, underneath the rockers, and underneath the wheel wells at the back. We've got the smoked fog lights up top on the roof. They're kind of cool. I think they leak. I'll have to fix that. We've got these funny headlights. I didn't really know that these came with a bubble on them, but when they showed up I found out. They have halos. I'll turn them on for you for a second. So we've got 2 halos and a projector for low beam. High beam, super bright on this truck actually. We've got this marker bar thing. I personally think it looks kind of funny, but it's growing on me, it's okay. We haven't done anything with the grill yet, but hopefully that's something in the plans there. So post a comment, see if you can guess what I'm gonna do for a grill. Just take a guess. So we've got Oxbeam H1 bulbs in these headlight housings that are aftermarket. I don't remember exactly what color they were. But anyways, that'll be in the video. You can go check the video out. So up in the engine bay, I don't think we've ever really done a full in-depth of what's been done to this motor and whatnot. So we've got the S&B intake, as you can see. It goes to a stock turbo. The turbo was replaced a while ago, but it's still stock, so it's really nothing that special. We've got an EGR delete from Sinister Diesel. It's not the blocker plate. I would recommend staying away from the blocker plate if you can. If it's all you can afford at the time, you can do it until you can save up more money, but it's best just to do it. Get the whole kit. It's got the up pipe obviously changed because the EGR, everything's removed. The injectors were all done and tested when the head gaskets were done, but it's still just the stock injectors, and it was done at a local shop that's got a good name. Heads were rebuilt. I mean, it doesn't mean anything much, but at least you know that the engine's pretty fresh. So we should actually do a blow-by test because I've never done one on this truck yet, and I've owned it for a year. So let's give her a go. Moment of truth. Now that we can actually talk because the fan's not being all noisy, you don't have a diesel motor running in the background, we didn't really notice anything. We couldn't see any oil spewing up like you'll see on a real bad motor or coolant or anything. Nothing spewing up. We couldn't feel anything when we put our hand over it, but we also have a fan blowing from this side, so there's no way to shut that fan off really because there's a clutch, like a manual clutch for that. So it sounded a little different, but I think any motor would sound different if you pull the oil cap off, but we didn't notice anything bad, so I don't think there's any a significant amount of blow-by. But also, I almost forgot, as you can't really see in that far corner, there's an air compressor. This truck also has self-leveling airbag system, so that compressor pumps up a tank in the back. It's probably only I'm gonna say maybe 20-liter tank that holds air, and then we've got a switch, so when the axle comes too far up to the body, then the airbags will fill up until it's leveled back out. Alright, so future plans, hopefully I want to do something with the grill, possibly change up the bumper a little bit. It's starting to get chipped again, as any painted bumper does when you follow transport trucks on a regular basis. Inside the truck, we really got to do something with the center console. I want to do a remote shifter. It's just a matter of time until I find the exact materials to build it exactly how I want, because I don't want something breaking so I can't drive my truck home without ripping the center console out. But I want to do a full center console put back in because this truck has rear climate, and without center console it's useless. And also my radio has not worked since we pulled the console out because the amp and stuff is all in there, all the wiring. So it'd just be nice to be able to have it if I need it, and mainly to have it so I actually have climate control, because right now when I turn even my AC or my heat on, most of it blows out on my feet because there's a duct right down beside the shifter, that just lets it loose. So I'll open the door and show you. This little duct right here just kind of blows all the air right here. So my feet get cold and that's about it. All right, so we've got some aesthetic ideas in mind for this truck in particular, and I'm sure the other trucks will get some. So if you have ideas specific to this truck, just give us a shout. Just post a comment, it's that easy. And let us know, or if you know any sponsors we should try for, we can give it a shot. I mean, the worst they can say is no, and we don't get to review their product and give them an awesome review if it's awesome. And again, we want stools. This is not a stool sponsor, we just like stools. So I randomly decided to check my power steering fluid since my brakes and everything run off that, so it's almost as important as brake fluid. Notice it's a little bit low, so I'm just going to top it up with some ATF. I don't know how much to put in. I put in about 300 mils. So let's see where we're at. Oh, I think we're golden, right at 300 mils. ATF fixes everything if you guys haven't noticed. Power steering fixes. Manual transmission, it's good for that. Transfer case, you can use it in that. I wonder if you can put it in your diff. What about brakes? Maybe we should try it with my brake leak.